Okay, guess who's back? STEVIEDVD and VR 4K HD HDN 360. I'm gonna test fly the new update 1.4.12 11.20. Or was it 11.40? I don't know. I'm really losing track of it all. It's just a joke. My first little bit of a rant's gonna be DJI. What's wrong with you? I mean, you've got the Mini 3 coming out, high-end price for a high-end product, and what, you haven't even got anyone testing the apps that you keep producing. I mean, it would just take one person to fly the app to know that it was rubbish. I mean, the amount of money DJI charge and make out of all these individuals buying their products, and what, they haven't, just give someone £100 a week to fly one of your products, mate. And every time you do an update, just let them fly and test it for you. And that's that. I'm leaving it there because it's getting absolutely ridiculous. It's wasting everybody's time. Everybody's time. Well, I'm going to turn everything on and go for a fly. I'm going to check the functions. I did do a test flight. It was great. But functions are still playing around, I hear. I'll do my usual stuff. I'll do my FCC. And then we will see CC. What we should CC. I'm not going to bother updating that. I know. I'll keep forgetting. I'm outside in my back garden drinking my tea. Moon looks nice tonight. First things first, I'm going to check the front light. I'm on Android 10 by the way. I know that there has been an update for some Android phones. There's a new Android software out there, and my friend today, just a quick heads up, he installed it, and all of a sudden he got in my car today, we drove, and it automatically turned his ringer off, and it opened up Google Maps automatically. But you can tell it not to do that if you want to, but you have to tell it to do that. So by default, that's what it does. So watch yourselves, everyone, if you updated your Android device. And it's a phone. Right, let's first thing I'm gonna do is check the breathing, or the light at the front. I'm going to turn my cache on. I'm going to do a compass calibration, do I? Jeez. Alright, I'll check the front light first. Mine was disabled. Front LED mode. Mine was disabled. I'll go rainbow, see if anything's happening. Breathing. I'll pick a colour. No, yeah, the front light's not working, which I don't use it anyway. I'll give you a quick tip anyway, which I've noticed through the time. I've done 80 hours of flight time, so I can tell you now that I turn mine front one off anyway, because when dusk and night time, if it's flashing, it can interfere with your photos. And heads up also with strobes, so be careful where you put them on your drone. And also I have just the rear LED on, and I have it green, and it just makes it easier, because if I've got two LEDs on the drone and I'm flying it about and looking at it, I forget which one's which is front and which is back. And when I'm in amongst it doing all this other stuff of flying, trying to get me shot, trying to keep things in line and everything, and concentrate on my flying, I forget, when I look up, I forget, oh, what colour was the front and what colour was the back. So I just have the back one on now, so whenever I spin it around and see the LED, I just press back on it. And I like to come home in reverse anyway, because I can still record and still shoot whilst coming home. So that's another added advantage. But what I will do is I will do this compass quickly. So that doesn't work, the old breathing light thing don't work, so there we go. Let's do this. Well, that's done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the photo mode to 16:9 because then you've got a bigger screen to look at. Camera, because I'm in 4.3 RAWs at the moment. It just makes this screen a little bit larger for you there. Right, okay. So I've done that. Also, the streaming options are there actually because last stream, look, there you go. It looks like it's an information heading. Now, so it looks like a title, but it says live stream platforms at the top there. It's misleading because it doesn't look like it was an option. It just looked like it snuck in there as a title to me, so that's what threw me. But yeah, it's there if you want to use it. But I don't use it because it's no good to me. I want to live, I want to talk to people. They want to talk to me. So it's no good to me, really. It's great if you're broadcasting to somewhere and want to give a live feed to them. I believe you can speak because you can turn your microphone on, but I'm not going anywhere near it for now because it's no good to me. I will see how other people utilise it, and if it's up my street, I use it. But at the moment, I can't beat going through the YouTube app. All right, the quality isn't as good. It's only 720 and not 1080, but I can live with that. And I'm on 4G anyway, so it depends how good your reception is to how good your picture is at the end of the day. So, right. Let me just take off and get a bird in here. I'm going to turn my strobe on now, actually. I didn't turn it on because it might blind me, which it probably will. There you go, she's on now. Let's put her in flash mode. Blub, blub. Blub, blub. Right, T's there. Right, I'm ready to launch. Compass looks all right. I am standing behind the home point, so I don't know what's doing the other side of that table there. Right, let's go.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Right, the moon looks nice tonight. Check this out, look. And London's going to look beautiful. Got a little airplane flying there. Right, okay, so I've heard that the photos don't cache and video doesn't record and cache, and you can't change settings on the videos and all sorts of problems. So I'm going to have a little run through. Right, I'm 100 metres up, that'll do me. Look at that moon. Right, I'll take a picture of that. And I'll have a look at my cachey stuff and see if it's cached. Do a couple of photos. I've got so many photos of this place, it's unbelievable. It's good you've got dates next to them, so I'll be looking at the same ones over and over again. Right, okay, that's working. Right, let's do a bit of video. No, let's do me time shots. Do me 2-second ones, see how that rocks. She's rocking. Oh, I don't know what else there really is to check. You can't adjust settings. They say you can't adjust certain video settings. Oh, that's working. Or is it froze? No, she ain't froze. Right, that's cool. So, flight check 1. Good. Can't remember what these AEBs are. That worked. Sounded like it anyway. Let's go for a pano. I'm in auto, JPEG, nice, 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 nice. Do 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 do. Compass is rubbish, there we go. I had to tap that corner 3 times to get that to minimise. Thought I was doing a pano shot. I've done a STEVIE shot instead. Sorry, people. Well, that works. Right, the breathe in front LED I don't use anyway, as I said, because I get confused with which one's which in amongst it all. Think, oh, was it the red or green one or the blue one? You can never remember which one was the front one. Plus, I don't like it flashing towards me when it comes, and also when dusk and you got the lights fading, it can mess up your shots. So I tend to keep mine off, and I just use the rear one. When I know I'm looking at it, just press reverse. When I know it's looking at me and I'm looking at it, reverse, bang, and I can video as well whilst coming backwards. So that's a little tip, you know, you don't waste your flight home. So that's a little tip anyway. I've noticed after about probably about 40, 50 hours, about 50 hours, I started noticing that I turned off the front LED and it wasn't confusing anymore. Try it, everybody. It's just not confusing anymore. Once you see an LED, you know it's backside. And plus you can video whilst coming backwards. So utilise and realise. A little bit of advice, little tip. Right, let's video this. Let's change the settings because some people are saying they couldn't change them. Let's do a bit of 4K. Right, and also you cannot change, you can change this while you're in recording mode, but you can't change much else, like your white balance and stuff. So actually the white balance has all disappeared from here, hasn't it? You used to be able to do the white balance, ISO, all from here, and you can't anymore. So that's the options that are missing that I can see. Sarah. I mean, it would take, man, they can't actually give these, when they update these apps and do these, but they don't actually test them. I swear they don't. This is proof of the pudding. They don't test jack shit, because anyone, well, I only just noticed, but anyone would notice that, wouldn't they? I'm trying to change it back to 1080, 24. Let's go 30. In case if them options come back. Right, them options have totally disappeared, haven't they? We'll record in 1080 quickly. Well, it's madness. It flies okay and it's pretty alright, no problems there. But they've actually messed up the options. Look, where they gone? Is it me? Is it just me? Do I have to, no, don't tell me I've got to go pro mode. Make myself look silly. Oh my god, there it is, pro mode. How stupid am I sometimes? Well, the options are there. But I still will stick to what I say. I don't think they test this stuff. I don't think they actually... Whoever they've got testing this stuff must be sitting on their backside going, yeah, we tested it, sweet. Stupid Steve, man. I'll tell you what, do you know what? I had to get out and fly for a couple of... I haven't flown for a couple of days properly, and I was a bit rusty. You've really got to keep flying every other day, because silly little things like I was in auto mode there and all my options were gone, and I didn't even realise. So it shows how rusty you can go without flying every couple of days. And I will advise you now, I will tell you from experience, 80 hours of it. I don't like to boast about it, but I am going to go try and get in my merit badge for 100 hours. I am going strong for that. But another tip is, if you see the weather is 25 mile an hour gusts, you've got 25 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour, say 30 mile an hour gusts, but a steady wind of say 20 miles an hour, it's fine to just go up. And I'll tell you why. If you don't go far, you're not going to have any problems. You can always get it back because it won't get blown away. You've got gusts. That's every now and again it will gust up to that highest speed, and then it will settle down again to a steady speed, which the drone can deal with. It's only for like maybe 20, 30 seconds you'll get them strong gusts. It might move it a half a metre, or it might sway away, but as soon as the gust drops, it will fly back to where it was in its position. Now, I take advantage of 25 mile an hour winds and 30 mile an hour winds. because I go up and you can do a time lapse of the clouds and it looks absolutely epic. Put it in sports mode, it will stay near enough where it needs to be to do the shots. Or if you just shoot the video and then speed that up 8 times, that gives the same effect as doing 500 photos. In a way, it's not exactly the same, but it does give a nice effect. I've done a couple of them, but yeah, definitely 25-mile-an-hour winds or gusts, should I say, or 30-mile-an-hour gusts. As long as you just go straight up and not go really anywhere, you can just video on the spot, do the clouds all rushing by, and that's the best time to get that footage. And I will say, I've got my best footage in the worst of conditions. So there you go. 25-mile-an-hour gusts, go for it. 30-mile-an-hour gusts. If you're confident with the 25 mile, you've got to do your 25-mile-an-hour gusts certificate first for a bit, and then you can judge whether you can handle, because you can always drop it quick, drop it down, 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 and fly it to yourself into the wind. But yeah, always be careful, of course. But yeah, what else am I doing then? Let's have a look. I heard you can't change video, you can't reset video options. Reset camera parameters. So I'm cache while recording. I haven't done the photos to album, so I'll do that now. Just take a few photos, see if they've cached. Look at that, that looks beautiful, doesn't it, eh? Oh, so let's go pro mode. I'll go video. I just want to see if in pro mode, while I'm recording, I can change the Eve. You can't change. Oh, I'm still recording and I can change the shutter while I'm recording. That's good. Can I change, see my ISO, can I change the ISO while I'm there? Yeah, 32. Shutter. So I'm in pro mode and you can still adjust stuff. I thought you had to come out of pro mode to adjust stuff. Or I believe you used to have to. But then again, what do I know? It's been a couple of days since I've flown and I've just lost contact with everything. This app has just pulled the drone population to pieces. Well, right, so video things, you shouldn't be able to, it was the resetting of you can't do, right, okay. So I've done cache record, right, okay, let's, yeah, you can't reset camera parameters, okay. Can't set, reset, but you can adjust them. So what's the big deal? But they said this isn't working, didn't they? Recording and caching isn't recording. Let's have a look at my photo album and see what's going on in there. App album. So that's videos cached. Photos. No, photos haven't been cached. Let's try again. Yeah, so the photos aren't caching, but the video is by the looks of things. So that's pro, that's auto. So auto, yeah. So you can adjust your Eve. I like calling it Eve. Exposure value, I believe that means exposure. So yeah, I think I've done all the little checks that we need to do and all that. So let's break it down then. Compass is working. That's the main thing. Especially for the novice, you know what I mean? For the people who are just buying their drones, they need a compass, mate. They don't need that doing what it's doing, and they don't want to look at a map. You've got to simplify it. Keep it simple. So you've got the front light doesn't work. Photos do not cache. Video do. Well, there's not a lot to say really. There's a couple of things that ain't working. but you do gain streaming. But I don't know what you got to gain from that streaming. If you work for like a broadcasting company or something, you need to give your live feed to them, and they need to put it forward to another screen or turn it. It's not for social networking. So I don't know why you bother with Facebook or YouTube, because when you live stream there, you communicate with your audience. That's what a live stream is about. You might as well just video, edit and voice over, you know. So I don't see much point in those streaming options. That's just my... Right, let's go for a fly. Sports mode works. I checked that the other day. I'm still in sports mode. I was still in sports mode from takeoff, but by default it will only let you take off in normal mode. So you have to switch out and switch back into sports mode to activate it. But other than that, the flight, the zoom, the picture, everything's pretty sweet, I've noticed. I'm going to check the petrol stations out. Nothing going on over there. There's a train yard. See, I'm in sports mode and that ain't too bad. And that was +4 on the zoom. But yeah, definitely, everyone, if you can, like I say, like I literally forgot about, you can't do them options in auto mode. You can't change all that crap, only in pro mode. See, just my brain went blank. Because I haven't flown for a while, you start forgetting one thing or the odd little thing here and there. And when you're flying drones, you've got so much to do, and that's why you can't be distracted by public. When you're in the middle of, you've got so many things to do. You're assessing your wind, your surroundings, spotting it, trying to get your shot, trying to be smooth. It exhausts you, it really does. As I say, the FPV drones, it's like learning to drive and fly at the same time. It's crazy. But yeah, other than that, it flies well, but as you can see, you've got a couple of options missing. What's all them, those fireworks over there, look. I think it's fireworks. Yeah, zombie, how you doing, brother? I think I saw fireworks going off over there just then. I've got to bring it home anyway. Yeah, I've just done just testing. They've updated this app that I fly this drone with, and I've just been updated and thought I'd give it a fly and a test. There's a few problems with it. And I mean, these are the same people who make iMac computers, who make these drones. Oh, full cramp, no way. And I'll tell you, man, they can't actually ask anyone to test the app because it is absolutely mental. It is absolutely riddled with simple problems that you can see. As soon as you two take off and fly, bang, problem, bang, problem, bang, problem. I don't know what DJI are doing. They've got a major release of the Mini 3 coming out. And mate, that's high end. You're looking at about $3 for one of them. And they've got an app that operates like this. They should be bloody embarrassed, mate. That's all I can say. They should be embarrassed. There's no way they can release that. All they got, if they paid someone £100 a week just to test fly their shit, the amount of money this company make. I already had a rant at the beginning of this DVD, I was going to say. But nah, it's absolutely crazy. The DJI, who make the iPhones, iMacs, absolutely can't even get someone to test their apps, mate. It's unreal. Anyway, that's my test flight over. I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to check the thumbnail because I don't even know if it is this firmware. I think it's 1140 now or 1120, 1140. I can't keep up with stupid updates. Oh, mate, we haven't had an update for a long while. And dropped this one and we thought, oh yeah, this one's got to be good because it's been a while. Nah, it's actually got baby child stuff problems that any mofo who tried the app would see straight away. I mean, straight away I don't even want to go into it. The compass wasn't working. All other shit's not working. Other shit's not working. But yeah, they need some testers, mate. I don't know what's up with them. I mean, I've worked for motor vehicle main dealers. Every time we done a job, it was QC, quality control. After we'd done a job, some supervisor or something would take the car out, check the work that we've done, and then tick the box to say that, yeah, it's been done. I don't know. I just don't know, brother. Anyway, I'm going to land her. I've put a new floodlight up. It is banging. Just come on, as every time you move, it comes on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to roll back this firmware back to the one I usually use and probably come back out and have another night flight. So give me about an hour and I'll probably be back up in the air and I'm going to try the original firmware that I use to make sure everything's sweet. Alright, like and subscribe and I'll be back again soon. Yeah, about an hour. I'm going to put, what is it, 1.1? I can't remember what I use now. 1185. Apple, if you donate, well, I looked on the box and it says product of Apple. If you look on the box, it says product of Apple. So they sold them in the Apple stores when they first were released. It's the only place you could walk in and buy them. I swear that's the case. I'll go and check in the box now, mate. But I swear that's what was written on the side. Because it was in the Apple stores. I associate it with Apple like that, but someone did tell me that's who make them. A friend of mine in Ireland. Won't mention his name, but he's been flying for ages. Let me just try and find my box. It's here somewhere. I could be wrong, you know. I'm usually wrong. I'm not always right, you know what I mean? Let me have a look. Got my box here. DJI. Could have sworn that's what I saw on it. Oh look, mate. Oh, it says made for iPhone. DJI Mini. Blah blah blah. Man, I can't even read the writing. It's so goddamn small. Yeah, I thought it was a product of them. Either way, fuck me. The amount of money they're charging for that Mini 3 and they ain't even got no testers testing their apps, mate. That's what's unbelievable. I mean, it's an unbelievable drone, top notch and everything, but the app, mate, jeez, what's wrong with them? They really don't know, do they? Made for Apple. It does say made for Apple. Yep, it says compatible with. I've just been reading that. It says iMac, Apple, yeah, everything on there. I got the box. Yeah, I just had a look on mine. Yeah, I just had a look on mine. It's got all this print. So who make these then? You any idea? Who make these? What company make these then? DJI? Their own company, are they? I'm surprised that Apple let them put them in their stores. Because they're funny bastards. And I thought that's what the I in DJI was. For the iMac, I thought they was all in the company. They was part of the same company. I believed it was a side company of theirs. Partners. Right, what I'll do is I'll check my cache. I'll check my cache in case them photos have gone in, but I don't think they have. Album. Photos. All. Now hang about. What's today? Yeah, I know, that is ridiculous, isn't it, Drone Pilot? That's what I'm a little bit furious about. That is what I'm furious about. People haven't got time for this. People really haven't. They will update their drone. They would go out to a nice location, they'd fly it and then realise nothing works. And disappointment. And even if there's an update, they've got to sit at home for a week and think, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? I'll wait to see what people say, I'll let other people test it before I go. So they're sitting there just wondering, what? Looks like the video's cached today. Photos. See, right, look, I've clicked photos and the ones I've taken today haven't turned up. But if I click all, I get the panoramic ones. But I haven't got my sphere shot one, so yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good. It's like yesterday I only done a quick stream to do the flight test. I couldn't even be bothered looking at the options because I knew someone else would. And you can do that without flying. You can do it actually sitting on your table and run through the options and that. So I'll run through. I'll show you. Let's have a look at some photos then. Take some nice photos. But yeah, I think it's outrageous that a company that makes that sort of money and asking that sort of money for their high-end equipment, man, and they haven't got anyone testing, mate. I mean, how long has this been going on to us? It has been going on a long time. But yeah, I mean, even I'm going to give him a shout out. Even Gavin HR, he's getting sick of it. Every YouTuber who tests these drone apps out are absolutely getting sick to the back teeth of testing them. We shouldn't have to test them. They should be tested for us, and we should just fly them. So yeah, it's if they want me to shut up, they'll have to pay me shut up money, hush money, because we're all just speaking our minds. We're not happy with the way DJI is rolling out these apps that just absolutely crazy what we see in front of us every time we take it up. There's an obvious problem. So I don't know. I'm going to roll back anyway, and I'm going to do a nice. I'm going to sit out in my garden tonight. It's a nice evening. The moon's full. I've got my floodlight. I'm going to sit out here for half hour and just fly around. I need to get to grips with flying because I haven't flown for about a week properly. I usually fly, well, nearly every day. Every 3 days, every 2-3 days, I'm trying to fly. I've got 4 batteries because I bought an extra one. So I do 4 battery flights sometimes. I need really a whole hub and 3 batteries really for what I do. So I find if you do a fly late afternoon, you're waiting for them to charge up for sunset again. So you can do 2 flights a day. You have to do 1 flight in the morning, then let them charge up with a super fast charging, and they'll be ready by sunset again. But the days are getting shorter here in the UK. It's getting dark about 4-3 o'clock now. So, because I haven't got a lot of time for light. I don't mind doing the night flights because you get the old bill flying around here. Something's always going on somewhere. Plus London looks like nice all lit up. So, all right, I'm going to roll this back. Basically, if you ever roll your stuff back, clear your cache in the actual DJI app. I always go and clear the cache in the app in my phone settings. Go to your phone settings, find DJI, clear that cache as well. Uninstall it, restart your phone, install the app that you want, and then I even restart my phone again. So yeah, all right, I'm going to do that, and I'll be back out within an hour, I suppose. All right then, people, thanks for tuning in, and Mr. Drone Pilot, thank you for that correction. DJI is a China company, is it? Because this is what I like, because I only know certain things that I've picked up and been told, and it's not all the truth. As you say, I heard about DJI and the Apple stores about 2 years ago, because my mate said, oh yeah, they're in the Apple stores, and they're the company that produce them. So I'm gonna put my 1185. I think it's a 1.48 1185, because that works best with me. It hasn't found how beautiful that is. But I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to have a fly and make sure everything's working back to normal again. I don't know whether this thumbnail's the right thumbnail. I think I put 1120 in brackets, but I think this is the 1140 I've been testing, so I might have to just check that and change that. But hey, I've made myself look stupid on this stream anyway. I always manage it. When I was in auto mode, I was looking for all the ISO and thinking, oh my god, even they're missing. And I had to go to pro mode to alter all that, so I had a bit of a brain melt and a bit of a stupid moment. But I always do. It's just too much to get in yet. This is too much. As I say, people don't need this head frying app. You fly often too. Good man, drone pilot. And I was just giving a little bit of advice earlier in case you missed it and save you watching it all over again. I've done 80 hours now, and I've been up in, basically, I wouldn't hesitate to go up in 30-mile-an-hour gusts, but only above my head. I'll just take it up about 80 meters, 100. I can always bring it straight back down quick, but I've found that if I go straight up, put it in sports mode, and you just basically video the clouds just rushing by, then I'll save that, then I'll times it by 8 times to make it go faster, and then upload it. I mean, you can still do a little bit of flying in 30-mile-an-hour gusts, as long as you don't go anywhere, you know. So, and it's only gusts. It only gusts for 20-30 seconds. It might push it off position a little bit, but it will always try and get back to where it was, you know. So yeah, start, like I've already said earlier, start off in 25-mile-an-hour gusts at 400 feet, 120 meters. 25 is fine. You can go up, and you might be a little bit worried you will get it back, and you think, whoa, that was scary, but then you start realizing it weren't as scary as what you thought, and then I'll put it up to 30 miles an hour. But 35-mile-an-hour gusts, I would say no. But 30-mile-an-hour gusts, say with a steady 20-mile-an-hour. I've been up in 21-mile-an-hour constant wind and 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and it's been okay. It's been okay, mate. In sports mode, I always flick it in sports mode. And also, I'll tell you this: if you're still in sports mode from the night before, you go out and you take off, and you realise you're in sports mode. You're not in sports mode. You always take off, no matter what mode you've got it in on your controller. Whenever you take off, you're always in normal mode, so you've got to switch it out and switch it back into whatever mode you want. I noticed that when I was doing my speed camera, trying to set off the speed camera. I thought, oh yeah, I'm in sports mode. It said sports mode on the screen, the controller said sports mode, but I'd taken off and I was in normal mode. Yeah, mate, yeah, oh yeah. And this is, I say to people, learn from mine. I make the mistakes, you can watch me make the mistakes. I mean, as you say, I've made a mistake today. I was in auto mode trying to adjust the ISO and everything, and thought that they left it off the app, but they didn't. That's just my stupidness, because I haven't been flying for a while. My brain's been fried with the app updates, fried with options, fried with problems. Plus, it is my birthday this week. I've had to look at a new car. I had my council tax on my case. I've had all sorts of crap happen this week. It's been really bad. I'm so emotional. So yeah, I've only just had the time now tonight to myself to think, right, let's fly this drone and see what the actual problem is. So I'm just yeah, I'm here for you lot tonight, really. I'll get on my PlayStation later and do the cheers for popping in on my Gran Turismo stream as well. I think it was yourself the other day. But yeah, I might get on gaming with my mates later after I get rid of all this headache. But yeah, I'm gonna roll back, as I say. I have got a video on how to roll them back. And do you know what? I'm not even going to... I've got a Google Drive. Gavin HR's got a Google Drive with all the apps and APKs that you need to roll your stuff back on. I've also got one. But I'm not going to add this. I don't think I'm going to add this firmware to it. I'm going to save everyone the hassle. Until this is properly done, I'm not going to do it. But yeah, check Gavin HR out. He's the man at the moment. He's the only person that I can follow. Well, you probably all know him anyway. I know you do. But he's the man I get all my info from. Because I'm always at home, usually I can get up in the air first and test the odd bit. But he gives you all the best insight. And I take it from there, whatever info he gives me, I just try and follow it and see what goes from there. But yeah, I don't know what to say, these apps are just terrible. But I'm going to roll it back anyway. I'm going to log off because I'm walking around my house, putting the kettle on, I'm walking into the front room, and I forget you're all here. Alright then, I'm going to make tracks, I'll see you soon. I'm going to do another live flight, test out my old one and make sure it works all sweet. Because you never know, could have a bug in it. Alright, thanks a lot everyone for tuning in. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for helping me out and correcting me and giving me the information I needed there, brother. Cheers.